Would you like to do the intro today, Matt?
Yo, it's Matt Dad from cfctvyt. I'm here with
Alex
Harris. He was being rude, but yeah, Alex Harris. Chelsea absolute smashed the granny out of Brighton today. Nothing used. Brighton are used to getting a beating, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Mate, take your microphone back. I don't want it. We played absolute fantastic today, and we absolute smashed the granny out of Brighton. What are they saying?
We sent them to a retirement village, mate.
Mate, every time their defence opened up, mate, we opened up like a packet of crisps, mate. You fancy a snack, do you? 3 hours, mate. It was that easy.
It was easy. We walked in. That's why it's crisps. It's like Walkers.
Oh, Brighton are a dangerous team. Bear Man are struggling against Brighton. Nah, stick Brighton against Chelsea. No problem. Baby Llama, no drama. Let's be having ya. Let's get this straight now. Let's get this fucking straight. I had a few people call me out last week saying, oh, the geezer's a clown. He's clueless about Chelsea in a title charge. What about that performance isn't title charge performance? I get the fact that you should wait until December, but you keep them players fit, you keep them players going, and then why the fuck could that not go forward? That attack is dangerous. Any team that wants, like Brighton is a very good team, do you want to come attacking against us, and we'll pull your pants down in front of your whole entire classmates, and we'll stick one up you. That's exactly what we do, mate.
Well, I mean, listen, we certainly pulled their pants down. I think, like Tony said earlier, it was flattering 4-2. Yeah, it flattered them.
I'm sure they enjoyed it very much. Like, we absolutely pulled their pants down and they loved it. Because why? Because you don't keep coming back for more like that if you don't like it.
I think it's like a toxic relationship.
Oh, mate, 100% it was toxic as fuck, mate. It was the most toxic thing I've seen in a while, mate. It was genuinely, that first half as well, mate, it could have been more. It could have been more. Like, I think that manager came out in the second half and went, boys, we've lost this already. Let's just stay the fuck down. Let's not embarrass ourselves already more than we already have. Because let's argue now, they were checking them VAR goals at them. Fuck, they were tight. Man United, thank you for Jadon Sancho once again. Few assists on the board. Cheeky.
Man City, thank you for Cole Palmer.
Hey, but that's a given. Like, I think Pep's fucking clenching his fist right now. Like, unlucky they lost Rodri because he is fucking head of a player, but it don't even fucking matter because this is Chelsea's title charge, mate.
Rodri
who is fucking I feel bad for the fella. ACL and that's so savage, mate. We've dealt with bare injury, man. Like,
it's true. Yeah, I mean Lavia came back.
Yeah, look, that's what I mean. Like, people talking about the team and that, we've had bare players come back today. Gusto's back. We don't have to worry about Tosin on the right, and even though Tosin easily could have chucked him in that team, he's been very good while other players have been injured.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I mean, would you start Tosin ahead of Fofana, or are you more on the side of Fofana? Because me personally, I think that you build the team around players who you know are going to stay fit, and I believe that you can get a full season out of Tosin. I've never seen that with Fofana.
But Fofana's playing well at the moment, though. Like, he's quick as well. Fofana's a quick defender, and I think we need a bit of pace at the back, like to keep everyone checking line. Do you know what I mean? We can push forward a bit because you've got a bit of pace at the back. Yeah. When you have a pace at the back, look at Tottenham, for example. They've got Mickey van der Ven, pace down the back, hence why they play with such a ridiculous, stupid high line, because they know they've got players who'll back them within their situation. We are getting there. Every single week, I say it, every single week we're getting better and better. And with that team and with the depth is so important. Everyone at the start of the season all laughing at Chelsea. Oh, look how many players got 40 players in the squad. 40 players, how about you suck on that, mate? Suck on that, me chavvy, because that's about 40 players we get. We've got depth coming. You want to play Carabao Cup? Sweet ass, mate. We'll play a fucking sub bench of Mudryk, Pedro Neto, fucking Nkunku, and fucking who else we had? And
João
Felix, mate. Do you know what I mean? And he hates Arsenal more than anyone else. More than me. Probably not, but he's close. So, mate, I'm absolutely buzzing the team. We keep getting better and better. We've showed that we can get more than 2 away wins. We showed that we can't concede on away goals. We come up here today and So I spat in your mic. Don't need to be swallowing on that. And then we came here today, and it's exactly the same thing today. We're like, the goals that we do concede were very, very unlucky. The very just sketchy moments at the back. For example, Sanchez, just boot the ball out sometimes. Sometimes you don't have to play from the back every single time. You saved us today because we had such a good performance up front. But them little moments when you're playing against the really big teams that ain't going to concede a lot, they're the moments that win you the games and don't win you the games. And I ain't going to call out too much today, but what I will say is just fix up on it, because when the big games come up, like we got Liverpool on the way in the 20th. United ain't a big team, mush. Old 10 Baldy, he can fuck right off, mush. He can fuck right off. He sucked me Corey, that little mug.
Oh my God. I mean, no, we did look very, very solid throughout that game. What about the back line itself? I mean, you don't mind Fofana. Are you happy with the back line as a whole?
Mate, the back line, I'd rather see a consistent back line than a mix and change every week. I think the back line's been good. They don't like it. Is there a few shaky moments? But there is. Every team fucks up. Do you mean Arsenal, the best team in the league, mate, who fucking compare themselves to draws of Man City, struggling against Leicester today? Couldn't beat Brighton, could they? What about Chelsea? Oh yeah, mate, I forgot. We absolutely kidnapped them, mate. Kidnapped them, chucked them in the back of the van and said to you, you know what, you ain't getting no sweets even though I promised it to you. You give them nothing. We give them nothing. We give them nothing, and we took absolutely fucking everything.
I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself, mate. You're on form today.
3 point snatches. That's 6, but 3 point. We'll take fucking 3, we'll take 6, we'll take 9. 3 times table, baby.
You're a mathematician.
Hey, no, I'm not. I'm not. Right, but I know me 3 times table because that's all we do. We're collecting 3 points every week, mate.
I'm with you.
Yeah, if I don't know them, I'm going to be stuck by the 9th game because I'll be like, are we on 27
well,
for 30?
It used to be quite easy because it was just dropping points, and now we're actually starting to get somewhere.
Yeah, and what's all this news of Gallagher and why has that attitude changed? All they want to talk about is how shit Chelsea was, and now, Gallagher talking about Chelsea on a title 4 charge. Shut up, you fucking mug, mate. Absolutely, we don't want your pity, mate. We go spit on some other little kid, mate. Absolute nonce behaviour. You can fuck off, mate.
Well, I mean, I have to say, mate, I'm speechless after that one.
Yeah.
Let's talk football again, mate. Let's talk football. There's even more positives. We haven't even spoken about up top, mate. Jackson, Madueke.
Right, have we even spoken about Palmer's 4 fucking goals? Right, do you know what? I don't know if anyone's watching. That team played so well today, yeah? I was watching it at the second half and I was like, who actually scored in that first half? Because I know that free kick from Palmer, which was absolute, give me goosebumps in the game. I had mad goosebumps watching that. I was like, my hand was here. I was like, the man has just scored an Enzo Fernandez Aston Villa free kick, and we haven't seen nothing like that since. So when I see that, my jaw was dropped. Everything was dropped, mate. You could have pinched something from your pockets at the time because I weren't paying no attention, mate. I was paying attention to the amazing goal that I see up front. I was looking and being like, where's the goal coming from now? Because I know Jackson got a disallowed goal on, Cucurella got disallowed goal.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? The Chelsea players are on absolute fire, mate. We ain't taking no prisoners. You either come with us or you can fuck off, mate. We're absolute nut and anyone is on the way.
I mean, what about the playing style, Matt? I mean, do you think we've got a solidified style of play?
We've got a very good attacking team that ain't going to give nothing. You want to try to score a goal, sweet as we'll try to score 2. Then that is the attitude you've got to have. Kevin Keegan from the United and Newcastle, do you know what I mean? You score 3 goals, we'll score 4, and that's exactly, and I'll take that. Very, very good game. You tell me, even from anyone from a neutral perspective, watch that first half of football and say, oh, that weren't a good game. It was like 7 goals that included, if you're not going to include the disallowed goals.
I can't remember seeing anything like that.
Mate, it was the goals were coming in left, right and centre. We made a play, there was a goal coming from it. Jackson, could he have scored more today? Yes, but you've got to look up the build-up play. It's not always about scoring goals. Drogba never scored 30, 40 goals every fucking season, did he? Or 30, 25 goals. He allowed to drop back to allow the Lampards and the other players to come through. This is exactly what Jackson does with this team, and that's why I won't have no slanders with Nkunku and Jackson. I think Jackson brings the whole entire. I think he is a glue. Enzo Fernandez, absolute phenomenal today. Fucking fantastic, mate.
You don't think his place is under threat with Lavia coming back?
No, come on. Come on, look, you don't spend 100 million on a player for no reason, mate. And I know people want to be like, oh, he had a bad, but when you have players like Sancho playing alongside him, who are going to make your runs, who are going to open up again, who can do the 1-2s, that's a completely different player. When you got Enzo in the middle, who's such a good creative player as he is, how are you going to allow him to be there and no one making no runs? Everyone's standing still, no one making no runs for him, and then being like, oh, Enzo's playing bad. Well, fucking do something for the man. He's your midfielder. He's not running to make you a goals. You're the making the runs, he's making the balls. So everyone's been pulling their finger out. The team's fantastic, and we're going to win the. No, joking. No.
When are you going to say it, man?
Well, after Christmas. You can't guarantee nothing till after Christmas because you never know. Like, you look at us a couple of years ago, Reece James, and that before Reece James and Chilwell got injured, when our system relied on 2 wing backs, when all our players came from wing backs, we was always up the top there. We'd lose to Reece James and Chilwell, we'll drop back down, they come back, and we shoot back up. But this is a different time, this is a different place, Alex. Do you know what I mean? We don't live in 2022 anymore, we're in 2024, only a couple of months from 2025, Alex, mate.
Big days ahead.
Big days ahead, big thing. And I'm begging for a title charge this year because the atmosphere at Stamford Bridge, when you're winning like that and when you're playing like that, you can see all the fans getting behind. And I'm going to shout out all the fans. I'm going to shout out the Matthew Arden Lower. I'm going to shout out the Shed End. I'm going to shout out the East Stand. I'm going to shout out the West Stand. I'm going to shout out the Westfield. And I'm going to shout out the West Upper because all of you today were making noise when we were winning, but regardless, the noise was there, and that's what we want to hear. We want to hear the fucking noise. Premier League everywhere. We want to hear it.
I'm with you. Benny, you were very loud today.
Me?